In the last session, we tried to understand how to set up the virtual machine, just the virtual machine, not PostgreSQL prerequisites, nothing. So what we'll do today, we'll try to understand installation process. Anybody tried installation earlier? We have three modes of installation: source code method, yum, or package method, and finally the RPM method. And we follow this yum in the industry. You can do whatever kind of installation you want. We'll start off with source code method, and then we'll see yum and the other RPM based installation. First thing first, I'll go to download Postgres. Go to the source, choose the version you want to download. I'll go to version 16.2, open it. Choose this 16.2 ... some 28 MB. Okay, 31 MB. Copy, wget software. So the first step is download the software. And this is the command. Second, extract it. tar-xf, your software name.
Hello, Kumar.
Yes,
Hello.
Ian. Yes, Ian. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I thought you would upload the. Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Hello.
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah, I thought you would upload the last session the other day. You didn't upload it.
Yep, I uploaded this morning.
Okay.
Yeah. Right. I've downloaded. This is the downloaded file. Then extract tar-xf.
वो तो আসলে কন্ট্রোল ফলো করেন আপনি
Present working directory. Go to the location where you have extracted it. Present working directory, ls-lrt. So before beginning our installation process, there are few prerequisites that we need to take care. First, ensure make is there. So what I need to do, I need to do this make --version. It will tell me if make is there or not. Make command not found. So what I need to do, dnf install make. Right, make hyphen version. Yep, I got make. How do you check make hyphen version? If it is there, it should be at least 3.80 or more, the version number. My version is 4.3, so it's satisfied.
I'm sorry, what is make is? What is make is?
We'll understand later. If it is not there, dnf install make. This is the command you need to run to install the make. Number 2, ensure GCC is there. How do you check whether GCC is there? RPM hyphen QA grep GCC. Let me copy this. If it is there, you will get a package name starting with GCC. Currently, I don't have any package name that is starting with GCC, which means GCC is not there. If GCC is not there, expected is a package starting with GCC. If it is not there, dnf install GCC. Oops, dnf install GCC. Installation is a boring session. So yeah, just I'll execute a command. We'll wait for it to complete. RPM grep GCC. Yeah, I have something starting with GCC. Then I need to check if readline is there. Expected output is readline plus readline devil. I only have readline, I don't have readline devil. So what I need to do, dnf install readline star. Or simply I can put readline devil. This one. Then I have readline and I have readline devil. In the same way, I need to have zlib. Both zlib and zlib devil. I don't have. I have both zlib and zlib devil. And finally, I need to check if ICU is there. Right. I have lib ICU, so not a problem. Let's see if installation fails, we'll see. Third, readline. This is how you check. If it is there, I should see readline, comma, readline hyphen devil. If it is not there, it is DNF install readline star. In the same way, zlib. I need to see both zlib and zlib devil. If it is not there, it is zlib star. And the last one is ICU library. You should see something like if it is not there, this is only for version 16. If you are installing version 15 or earlier versions, you don't need this. Once the prerequisite installation is over, we can start installing the Postgres. What I need to do is I'll go to the installation, extracted location. In the extracted location, I have install notepad. Open that. This is the instructions to install the PostgreSQL. I'll go up. You see the short version. Copy. I'll put it here. So these are the installation steps. Remove this. Calm down. I need to run all these commands to install the PostgreSQL. Compile all the C programs, make install will run all the C programs, or the binaries created by the compiler. Why I learned this? Because installing PostgreSQL using source code method is nothing but compiling and running your C programs. I'll go to the extracted folder. I have a make file here. What is the first command I need to execute? Configure. Installation. Copy. Enter. What it is doing? Checking whether GCC is there or not. Checking whether make is there or not. Checking whether all these prerequisite things are there or not. This is your prerequisite check. It checks whether your system meets the installation criteria. Okay, it says that, see, ICU is not there. See the last few lines, it will tell you the error message. It gives you the error message if something is missing. DNF install ICU star. Right, there is small thing. You should have both ICU and ICU devil. If it is not there, LAB ICU star. /configure. Right. Check the last 2 to 3 lines. If you have error, it will display it here with a message error or something. Currently, I don't have any error, which means I'm good to go. The next step is make. M-A-K-E, enter. So if you don't give any prefix, it will go in the default location USR,
You say make and then prefix.
something like this. After this make, hyphen prefix equals
And then
to your favorite location. Where you want installation should happen, or the installation directory.
and then after that you said make install.
And then it's simply make install.
Okay.
Make install hardly takes a minute. Yeah, it is done. Again, the same thing. If there is any error, you will see the error message in the last few lines. I don't see any error message here, so I can good to go with make install. Completed. Again, the same thing. ERROR. I don't see any error message here. No keyword like error, which means my installation has been completed successfully. I'll go to USR local. This is the location where my installation directory will be there. Go to pgsql. Upon successful installation, you will see bin. Inside bin, you have your binaries. This completes your installation process. When the installation is over, what I need to do? I need to prepare my right-hand side directory. That means data directory location. So the first thing first, create a user that controls your database activities. I'll give the password for this user. Password do not mention. Password is Postgres, simply Postgres, right? After that, I'll create a directory U01. I'll make Postgres as the owner for this directory. Switch to Postgres user. So what I've done, created a user. Gave him the password. And then I've created the main directory. And I gave full permissions on this directory to the Postgres user, then switch to Postgres user. After switching to Postgres user, I'll create the directory where I want to have my database files. I'll do data. Let it be 16. I've created the directory. This is the directory location where I want my database files should go. Now, to initialize the cluster, nothing is there here. USR, local, PGSQL, bin, initdb. This is the tool I use to initialize the cluster. -D, the location where you want to have your database files. This is initializing.
Initializing means you defining the data location.
Correct.
Right.
List the directory, you have all the database files created by this command. Next, I need to start the database. Start. ps-ef grep Postgres. You have your database running. And to log in, pSQL. I logged in.
We started with the port number 5432.
Correct.
Can we change it?
We can change it.
How do you decide to
Will you show where how we can be changed?
I will understand that later.
Okay.
how do you decide which command to start the database?
Right. I can use this later as well. Let me do that. Start. Yeah. Initializing your, installing the software, preparing your database directory, and this is to initialize cluster. This is to start the cluster. This is to login. So inside bin, you have 3 different tools for 3 different activities. initdb to initialize a new cluster. It will create database files. Then use pgctl to start. Then pSQL to login. Any question?
That was at the end of the comment where you copied it earlier. There was the /l log and start. What was that for?
Okay. ps-ef grep Postgres. You see here check pointer process, background writer, wall writer, auto vacuum launcher, logical replication launcher. I'll quickly go to the configuration file. There is something called logging collector. logging collector is off by default when you do source code installation, which means the logs are not getting collected. If you enable this, logs gets collected and are written to alert log file. Now, during the installation or during the startup, whatever it is, during the startup.
Kumar, can I ask one thing, please?
Yes, Naveen.
Kumar, what is the difference between when we start the Postgres service with the help of this pgctl command and with the help of systemctl? You know, sometimes we are facing a problem that we start and stop with the help of pgctl, but when we are seeing the status of that service using systemctl status command, it is showing that no service is running and the database is running. So do there is any difference between starting, stopping the service with the help of pgctl and systemctl?
Correct, yes. You cannot mess up with pgctl and systemctl. If you decide to use pgctl, forget about systemctl. If you decide to use systemctl, forget about pgctl. That is point one. It should not be like you start with pgctl and then stop with systemctl, something like that. It won't work.
Sorry, Kumar, actually due to some problem, we have just missed the line. Can you please repeat?
Right. You cannot mess up with pgctl and systemctl. Either
Right.
use pgctl to start and stop or use systemctl to start and stop. It should not be like use systemctl to stop and then pgctl to start. It should not be like that.
Okay, so the answer, what I understood is there may be some problem. Yeah, there may be some issue that somebody stopped the service with the help of systemctl and start the service with the help of this pgctl.
Correct. That is the problem. Now, how come that problem arises? What is that problem is all about? If you can spare for another day, we'll understand that tomorrow.
Agreed.
Right?
Right.
May I explain in the 2 lines?
Right.
Uh,
Root approach. There is something called root approach installation. You are assigning the start and stop of your PostgreSQL services to the operating system itself when you use systemctl, which means you are telling the operating system that you take care of starting and stopping of your the Postgres. pgctl is like manual approach. Let me write it something like, I'll write it here. We'll understand more about this tomorrow. pgctl is manual approach. Systemctl is root approach. So when you do systemctl stop Postgres, you are instructing operating system to stop Postgres. Operating system stops Postgres and updates its log that I have stopped Postgres. And now Postgres is not running. At this point in time, you manually start with pgctl. Your Postgres starts up, but your system or your operating system still thinks that Postgres is not running. At this point in time, if you try to start with systemctl, it messes up. Your manual start of PostgreSQL already uses that 5432 port. And vice versa. When you start your Postgres manually, at this point in time, you use systemctl status Postgres, it says Postgres is not running. Because systemctl thinks that Postgres is not running. and vice versa.
Then how do you find out this is the problem?
It is simple. Run two commands. You use ps-ef grep Postgres and then systemctl status Postgres. And if you have started your Postgres with systemctl, give me a minute. Okay. Let me know if you see some external, if you hear external noise. Right.
Kumar, so when we install the Postgres with the help of source code, do systemctl will work?
No. It will not.
Okay.
Systemctl is only for root approach.
Root approach means with the help of either with RPM or with the help of maybe some another option.
No, with the help of YUM or DNF.
Okay.
Even with RPM, it will not work.
Okay. Okay.
And yes, yeah, when you there is one of the, there is one person has to install Postgres, right? So when installing the Postgres, the person tells you that whether he has followed the root approach or PGCTL approach. If it is root approach, has to tell or has to inform the team that follow systemctl process of starting and stopping your cluster. Simple. Right. Can you see this? This is for seeing.
Yeah, it says waiting for the server to start.
No, I executed this command to start my PostgreSQL, and I got few lines of log in the standard output on the screen itself. It is doing something, and then database system is ready to accept connections. In order to get rid of these lines on the computer on your screen itself, you redirect these to a log file. That is what your -l. So it will write this information to a text file called log file. This file. So it is ignorable, not required. It will not create hundreds of lines, right? Just a 4 or 5 lines. You don't need to redirect them. Not mandatory. It is up to you if you want to write it out. So I'll come here. Okay. I'll come here. I'll stop it. I got few lines. Then I'll try to start it. -l log file. Simply started. Your information will be there in your log file.
Oh, okay.
Not mandatory, it's just paste. And when you enable your logging collector process, this information will be redirected to your alert log file. So by default, we'll enable alert log. So this is not required when you're starting and stopping your Postgres. Right. So installation, three main steps. Install the software, prepare your right-hand side directory, and initialize, start, and login. Three main steps. So when I do yum installation, what is the yum approach? I'll go here. Instead of the source, I'll go to packages. Go to packages, Linux, Red Hat, or CentOS, both are same. Choose the version you want to download. Let us say I'll choose 15. Platform, CentOS 9. So these are my installation steps. Copy them, put it here. I have root privileges, so I don't need this sudo. The first step is download the repository. I'll come here. US, not USR. What is the location name? Okay, I remember. etc/yum.repos.d, present working directory, ls-lrt. This is the location where your repository files reside. First step, download the repository for PostgreSQL.
How do you know this location?
That's the default location in Linux operating system. ls-lrt. Now that I've got pgdg-redhat-all.repo. So the first step is download the repository file. Second step, disable the existing PostgreSQL module that you get it with the operating system. Because you are downloading it from the PostgreSQL repository, you're disabling the existing module.
Kumar, meanwhile, can I ask one question, please?
Yes, Naveen.
Kumar, with the help of this yum, what we have found that when we select the version 15, we get the latest version of the 15. But what if we would like to install some specific 15.1 or 15.2 version, then what to do? Because this approach will directly install the latest version.
You have to write the version that you wanted to install. Let's see here.
Yeah.
Now I have downloaded the repository.
Right.
Now installation. I'll remove this -y. what it is doing, it is installing 15.6,
Right.
which should be the latest version, I think. I'll go to the source. Yeah, 15.6 is the latest version.
Right.
Instead of doing this, what do you call, PostgreSQL 15-server, you write your favorite version. No, I think let me try this.
So this is a challenge, Kumar. You directly take the latest version.
No, let me try this 15.5. Right. So here you need to specify the version name. If you don't specify the version, after this server, it takes the latest one and then give hyphen your favorite version. So I'll try to give again no. I don't give anything. It is doing 15.6. Then I'll try to give 2, let us say. It is doing 15.2. Let's have 15.2. Yes, enter. Right. Now that I have installed the software, this one. After installing the software, what is the next thing? Prepare your right-hand side directory and then initialize. My packages, I'll go to packages, Linux, Red Hat. I'll go to 15. Install the repository, disable the existing module, install the software, and these are your optional steps. So I'm not following those optional steps. These 3 I'll ignore for time being. I'll follow my favorite approach. What is that? Switch to Postgres user, make directory -p u01 pgsql 15, 15, and then usr pgsql 15 bin initdb -d, the location where you want your database files to go. Then start. Okay, I'll stop my existing machine, which is running on the same port 5432. Start and then login. psql running on 15.2. So the process is simple. Switch to Postgres user, then make directory -p u01 pgsql 15, the location where I want to have my database files. Then initializing the cluster. When you do yum installation, the default location of the installation is pgsql hyphen your version name. pgsql hyphen your version name. Inside that you have bin. Then to start, it is pgctl start. To log in, it is psql. This is yum installation. Right. Any questions in yum installation?
So basically now you created a database. So what is the name of the database? Do you create a database yet?
Yeah, default database name is Postgres.
Okay, let's say you want to create another database. You want to call it different name. How do you do that?
I logged in. After logging in, this is the default database name. This database is created with this command. Initialize databases. Start. Login. Initialize database cluster, which means group of databases. Start cluster. Login. Default is Postgres database. After logging in, you create your favorite database. Create database A, B, whatever. This is how you create your favorite databases.
How about the size, the size of the database and stuff?
There will not be any size. You cannot define the size. It just starts with 0 KB. You start adding data, the size of the data files will grow.
Hmm.
The dictionary views consists of some 7 KB or 7 MB, something like that. Let me check. DT plus A, yeah, 7 MB. Default size of your database when you create it for the first time, it gets 7 MB. These 7 MB contains dictionary tables.
What does that command do? \L plus.
Yep. This is the command to check the database name and its size. Give the name here. Yeah.
Can you run that command for the database B?
Simple. L plus B.
Oh, okay.
I'll do L plus C, which is not there. Not
How do you log into the database B now?
connect.
Or even though you don't have a user's
That's the default user.
Oh, okay.
Right. See here, the same thing. I did until here, and then I ignored this part. We'll understand this tomorrow.
Okay, which one is the most common?
Yum. This method is common.
Yum, okay.
And system CTL approach or PGCTL approach, it is up to you.
So which one you use most?
I use PGCTL.
Which is okay.
Okay. What is the last one? We'll understand this tomorrow. RPM method. I'll come here. Exit. USR. Not USR. PS-EF. grep Postgres. Let me stop this. PGCTL. Stop. exit. Right. This is your YUM approach. I'll come down. You have direct RPM download. Go to direct RPM download and choose your version you want to install. Let us say I'll install Postgres 14, 16, 15, 14. Yes, Postgres 14. My operating system is Red Hat 9. So these are all the RPMs in which I need to download my server RPMs, PostgreSQL server RPMs. The first thing first, I need to download PostgreSQL 14 without any name. Copy link address. And then PostgreSQL 14 contrib. And then 14 libs. And then
How do you decide which one to download?
Copy. Done. LSF and LRT. I have downloaded these 4 softwares. When I'm doing, oh shit. Not there. Here also not there. If it's gone up. DNF installed PostgreSQL um, 14 hyphen, no, I'll put 16 hyphen server. What it says, I want to download PostgreSQL software. Its prerequisites are without any name, libs, these two are the prerequisites, and this is the actual server package. This is your client package. This is the libraries, required libraries to install 16 and 16 server. Whatever the version you install, the same set of packages you need to install without any name, libs, and server. Default is 14.11. Right? In the same way, what I have done, I downloaded PostgreSQL 14 without any name. Well, how come I downloaded this? I need 4 without any name, libs, server, and contrib. Right. So in the RPM method, go to this location, wget URL. I think I have it. Mhm. Something like this. One is without any name. Next is server. Next is contrib. Next is libs. Where is libs? This is libs. After downloading them, rpm-ivh. The first thing you need to install is libraries. This is the sequence. Next is client. Next is server. We'll install contrib later. Only these three things are required for now because my yum also says only 3. Upon successful installation, you'll get a folder here. Switch to Postgres, make directory -p u01 pgsql14, same story. usr pgsql14 bin initdb -d 14. Then start, then login. Logged into 14.9. So the story is simple. Once you downloaded the software, you need to install it. How do you install? rpm-ivh. Your server first. Then your, first libraries. Then client. Then server. This is installation. Preparing is this. Running is this. Here it is 14. 14. 4. That's it. This completes installation. So what I've done in the source code method, download the software, extract it, check the prerequisites, install, prepare, initialize. Install, prepare, initialize. Download, install, prepare, initialize. Any questions?
Can we go to the document? I mean, I'm kind of confused. I mean, how do you know? I mean, is that when you want to use the RPM method, you need to install the lib, the server.
Okay. Source code method, if you want to customize installation, too much customization is available with that hyphen prefix and all that stuff.
Okay.
default installation method without this too much of hard stuff. It's just like next. Of course, you need internet access to download the latest repository. RPM is just like offline version of DNF. You download the software directly, not to your operating system. You can download it to your local machine, then copy it to your server,
Okay.
just like an offline version. If your machine doesn't have this internet access, download the software to your local machine, copy it to your virtual machine or the server, do this RPM,
Mm.
just like offline version of DNF.
Okay, now for this one, how to know which one to, or how do you know which libs, contrib, serve?
See here, that's what we'll understand the usage of contrib tomorrow. I just downloaded it now itself instead of downloading tomorrow. So what is the use of this contrib when I should install? We'll see that tomorrow.
Yeah, why you need to download the libs first? You need to install the lib first. The serve. I mean, okay, why not just the software only? Why you got to do all of those lib contrib server?
You either read documentation first, or I'll do something like this. I've removed everything. Then what I'll do, CD, I'll go to downloads, present working directory, RPM, IVH, I'll do server. Oh, what I uninstalled? 50 now. Oh, sorry. What it says? Failed dependencies. It needs client.
Okay.
I removed everything. Now I'll straight away start with this. What it says? Failed dependencies. It needs libraries and then client. I'll try client. DNF install. Where is client? Client.
Okay.
So client is getting installed and client automatically picked up this libs. So this is the approach you need to follow.
Okay. So I mean, how about when you use the yum method, it didn't ask for all of those.
It will take care of all those things. Right? When you do yum, what it will do, it will get the required softwares from internet directly. You don't need to look out for the order, or you don't need to know the order at all. It will take care of the order, get the required prerequisites along with the required software, and it will install it for you.
Or I mean, he just do all that, but he just do it automatically for you.
Correct.
It did. Okay. It did. I mean, install the lib, the client, the server. Okay.
But for
Okay.
RPM, if you straight away go with the server, it says I need prerequisites.
Okay.
Because it's not there.
Because it's offline, so you gotta make sure they are available. Okay.
So either read documentation to understand the order of installation, or do it a couple of times, you'll understand the order by yourself.
Okay, okay.
It's
Is
like-
that is
Yeah.
there a GUI? Is there a GUI?
No, not there.
It only a command line. Okay.
Right.
So if you want to connect to the Postgres database, can you use any graphical or tool, maybe SQL Developer or some maybe Toad
You
or,
have
or
too many. There are too many GA tools available.
okay.
We'll understand them. We'll use PG admin. You cannot do server activities, just like your SQL developer. With SQL developer, you cannot do server level activity like RMAN and all that stuff. In the same
you-
way, you connect to your database, execute SQL commands with the GUI, but you cannot take the physical backup with
Okay.
those tools.
Oh yeah, okay. And my last question, what is the password for the root user?
RAC123.
RSC123. Okay, thank you.
Yeah. That's it from my side for today. We'll continue tomorrow